Demon Stone has caught us with our pants down to a certain extent, as the general consensus is that these sort of games are generally made for the sort of person that walks around with many-sided dice and chronic halitosis.
Are you all right?
But this is a game for the masses, people who
So where
love
do
the
we find
bombastic
this
and highly
Demon Stone?
cinematic action from the EA Lord of the Rings games, people who enjoy hacking fantasy creatures into many tiny pieces.
We must be right above the mill.
There are 3 characters that travel through this adventure, and you're free to continually swap between them as you play. A refreshing change from having to pick your character from the outset. If one of your characters is suffering a bit, just swap over and give some rally back. Luckily, the AI of your companions is very strong, and they'll rarely let you down, freeing you to choose the character you most enjoy playing.
The Demon Stone is inside.
The first thing that really hits you about the game is the strength of the set pieces, and the action rollicks along at a great pace.
Their guards are vicious killers, and if they realize intruders are near, they'll come out in much greater force.
Then I'll make this quiet.
The combat is smooth and easy to pick up, and the ever-expanding list of moves and combos keeps it fresh and exciting throughout. All the characters have unique abilities, but their use is generally optional, which is good news for the weak jumping sections. The backdrops are stunning throughout, and even the many smaller skirmishes not set in the middle of a war feel grandiose. The Forgotten Realms setting might not be as well known as Middle-earth, but the enemies are just as striking as anything Tolkien dreamt up. The voice acting is of a high calibre, while the mercifully short cutscenes still manage to flesh out their characters beyond mere fantasy stereotypes. The graphical upgrades, and more importantly the improvements to the combat system, put Demon Stone way ahead of the Lord of the Rings games.
What is that?
The Yanti god, Murshak of the Eternal Hunger. He gains his strength from living sacrifice.
Switching between characters on the fly works brilliantly, and the whole thing has more polish than a really shiny table. It'd be a crying shame if this one's overlooked because of its geeky heritage.
Those creatures are his meal. Don't let him eat.